Prime Minister Tariq Rahman reaches Malaysia in his first foreign trip since taking office. Red carpet reception accorded. Finance and Planning Minister calls upon everyone to come out from the culture of tax evasion. Government plans to recruit 1 lakh new health workers and 25,000 midwives gradually over the next 3 to 4 years, says Prime Minister's Special Assistant on Health Affairs. Six, including 5 Bangladeshis, killed in a road accident in Qatar. Investigation report against former DGFI Director General Sheikh Mamoon Khalid for crimes against humanity during rule of fallen Awami League to be submitted on August 24. Iran and United States begins technical meeting in Switzerland aimed at permanent agreement to end the war. Leaders from Pakistan and Qatar participating as mediators. And in World Cup football, Spain facing Saudi Arabia in a crucial match. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV News. I am Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the highlights. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has arrived in Kuala Lumpur on an official visit at the invitation of his Malaysian counterpart Anwar Ibrahim. The flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Prime Minister, his wife, Dr. Zubaida Rahman, and the accompanying delegation landed at Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 8:45 p.m. local time. The Prime Minister was received by Malaysia's Religious Affairs Minister Zulkifli Hassan and his wife. A tiny tot presented a bouquet to Zubaida Rahman at that time. Bangladesh High Commissioner to Malaysia Manzoorul Karim Khan Chaudhry and Deputy High Commissioner Musammat Shahanara Monica were also present. The Prime Minister and his spouse were given a red carpet reception and a guard of honor. This is Tariq Rahman's first overseas visit since assuming office as head of government. Earlier, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman left Dhaka for Malaysia at 2:45 p.m. Bangladesh time. He is accompanied by his spouse Dr. Zubaida Rahman. LGRD Minister Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, Chief Whip, Cabinet Secretary, diplomats and high-ranking government officials saw off the Prime Minister at the airport. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman is scheduled to leave for China from Malaysia on Monday afternoon. After arriving at hotel, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman exchanged views with Bangladeshi expatriates living in Malaysia. The view exchange meeting held at the Hotel Shangri-La in Kuala Lumpur. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mohammad Asaduzzaman today informed Parliament that a total of 80 cases have so far been filed with the International Crimes Tribunal ICT in connection with crimes against humanity committed during the July 2024 mass uprising. Responding to a scripted tabled question in the House, the minister said that verdicts have already been delivered in 7 cases, while proceedings in the remaining 73 cases are ongoing. The day's sitting began today with Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram in the chair. Of the pending cases, 22 are currently at the witness testimony stage, while investigations are continuing in 51 cases, the Law Minister added. Replying to another question, Law Minister informed Parliament that the government has undertaken an initiative to further increase lawyers' fees of the Legal and Aid Panel in a bid to expand and strengthen legal aid services across the country. Responding to a written tabled question, Water Resources Minister Shahiduddin Chaudhry Ani said that the construction of various infrastructures on transboundary rivers by upstream countries has contributed to reduced water flow into Bangladesh during the dry season. He said the reduction of water flow in Bangladesh during the dry season due to infrastructure development on transboundary rivers in upstream countries is not untrue, and that the government is actively pursuing regional cooperation to ensure a fair share of the water. The Water Resources Minister also said the government is reviewing existing agreements and understandings on transboundary river water sharing and is working towards concluding new agreements where necessary. He further said efforts are underway to strengthen the Joint Rivers Commission GRC Bangladesh and to promote integrated basin-wide management involving the countries sharing river basins with Bangladesh, namely India, Nepal, Bhutan and China. Responding to a starred table question, Fisheries and Livestock Minister Mohammad Aminur Rashid told Parliament that Bangladesh has no shortage of fish and is fully self-sufficient in fish production, with annual output significantly exceeding domestic demand. The minister said that based on fish production and population data for fiscal year 2024-25, the country's annual fish demand stands at 38.09 lakh metric tons, calculated on the basis of a per capita daily consumption requirement of 60 grams. He informed the House that total fish production during the period reached 51.11 lakh metric tons, far exceeding domestic demand. As a result, there is no shortage of fish in the country. Bangladesh is self-sufficient in fish production, the minister added. The House will resume its sitting at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram has said organizing budget debriefing sessions is a significant and timely initiative that will help us strengthen parliamentary democracy by enhancing lawmakers' understanding of the national budget and public financial management. The Speaker made the remarks while inaugurating a budget debriefing session organized under the Budget Help Desk 2026 initiative at the Oath Room of the Parliament Secretariat today. The Budget Help Desk helps analyze information and data-based budget of the Parliament members, added Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed. Presiding over the program, Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal said that this Parliament is the foundation of economy, society and politics. Budget debriefing session plays an effective role in establishing information-based Parliament. Secretary of the Parliament Secretariat, Barrister Mohammad Ghulam Sarwar Bhuiyan, and Chief Whip of the Parliament, Mohammad Nurul Islam Moni, were present on the occasion. Leader of the Opposition, Cabinet Member, Whips, Parliament members and officials of Parliament Secretariat took part in the event. Finance Minister Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry has urged everyone to move away from the culture of tax evasion. The minister said this while speaking as chief guest at a post-budget discussion in the capital today. Centre for Policy Dialogue (CPD) has organised the event titled Budget Dialogue. State Minister for Planning Junaid Shaki was also present at the programme. The Finance Minister further said that half of the tax system would be resolved if proper guideline is formulated. For this, the minister said tax experts will be included to determine tax policy. On revenue mobilization, he stressed the need to broaden the tax base by bringing more professionals, including doctors, lawyers and traders, into the tax system. The objective is to increase the country's tax to GDP ratio through greater inclusion rather than coercive measures, the minister added. Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry stated that duty on raw materials of industry has been reduced. Besides, bond facilities will be provided not only on ready-made garments but for diversification of all types of export sectors, he added. Stressing importance on creating business-friendly environment, the Finance Minister said that deregulation will be implemented and those who stand in the way of business will be removed. A workshop titled Civil Aviation Master Planning Overview was held in Dhaka with the aim of formulating a sustainable, well-planned and future-oriented development strategy for the civil aviation sector. The workshop was inaugurated in the morning at a hotel in the capital by Civil Aviation and Tourism Minister Afroza Khanum and State Minister M. Rashiduzzaman Millat. The workshop was chaired by Air Vice Marshal Mohammad Mustafa Mahmood Siddiqui, Chairman of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh. The keynote paper was presented by Mohammad El Amiri, an expert from the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO). Among those who spoke at the event were Fahmida Akhtar, Secretary of the Ministry of Civil Aviation and Tourism, and Air Commodore Abu Said Mahbub Khan, a member of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh. Civil Aviation and Tourism Minister Afroza Khanum said that proper planning and implementation could transform the country's aviation sector into a regional hub in South Asia. At the workshop, State Minister for Civil Aviation and Tourism M. Rashiduzzaman Millat said that professional human resources must be developed to ensure international standards and sustainable development in the country's aviation sector. Stating that it is not possible to eliminate drugs solely through law enforcement, Social Welfare, Women and Children Affairs Minister Professor Dr. A.Z.M. Zahid Hussain said that broad public awareness must be created across society with the active involvement of young people in order to protect the youth from the scourge of drugs. He made the remarks today at a seminar titled Evidence-Based Prevention for Youth, held at the auditorium of Ahsanullah University of Science and Technology on the occasion of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking 2026. The seminar was chaired by Dr. Muhammad Ashraful Haq, Vice Chancellor of the university. Among others, speakers included Muhammad Hassan Maroof, Director General of the Department of Narcotics Control, psychiatrist Professor Dr. M.A. Muhit Kamal, Dr. S.M. Khalilur Rahman, Vice President of the Dhaka Ahsania Mission, and Professor Dr. Shamim Riza Chaudhry, Vice Chancellor of the university. Minister Dr. Zahid Hussain said that young people have played a vital role in every major change in the country since 1952. He added that it is the youth who have the power to bring about change. Prime Minister's Special Assistant on Health Affairs Dr. S.M. Ziauddin Haider said both funding shortages and negligence contributed to the failure to administer measles vaccines during the interim government's tenure. He said there is no need for a formal investigation into the matter. Speaking at a press briefing on international cooperation in the health sector at the Secretariat today, Dr. Ziauddin Haider said the government is committed to ensuring primary health care services for all citizens. He added that there should be no disparity in health care services between urban and rural areas. He also said maternal and child health care services will be strengthened at Ubozula health complexes across the country. Ziauddin Haider announced that private hospitals will be required to establish dedicated units for normal deliveries. Highlighting the government's plans to expand the health workforce, the Special Assistant said around 1 lakh health workers and 25,000 midwives will be recruited in phases over the next 3 to 4 years. This will help bring government healthcare services closer to rural communities and improve access to care nationwide, he added. Former Army officer Major General Ziaul Hasan is involved in the disappearance case of BNP leader Ilyas Ali. All this information came out in the testimony, said Chief Prosecutor of International Crimes Tribunal Muhammad Aminul Islam. According to the Chief Prosecutor, in the fifth witness testimony today in the Tribunal 1 case over the disappearance and killing of more than 100 people during the corrupt Awami League's rule, such information came up against Army officer Ziaul Hasan regarding crimes against humanity. Today, the testimony in the case was given by Ziaul Hasan's then runner Imrul Qais. The chief prosecutor said that the witnesses' description of 7 incidents, including details of at least 30 murders. Meanwhile, testimony of 11 accused, including former DMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman in student time killing case at Jatrabari during July uprising, was taken. Investigation officer Mohammad Alamgir gave statement in this case today in Tribunal 2. Besides, the same tribunal has instructed to submit prep report against former DGFI Director General Sheikh Mamun Khalid within August 24 in the incidents of disappearance and killings during the regime of fallen Awami League. Now, international news.